Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on to ride nobody wave. We just started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yani hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, mean taking no loss. We need a harness on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, maxi leash. Where's the love in the street? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was having for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. All that them gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you don't lie, you don't be gang. You know what's up? We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Popping a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cried. I went in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Who's you and I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rollie, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the whole
today.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Devontae Smith,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. It doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. And he can't get rid of it. It's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think, down the numbers, there he goes. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their 25-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. It won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. With it is Brown. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We start with a couple of longtime adversaries in the NFC. Chicago heading down to AT&T Stadium to take on Dallas. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we head over to Hotlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentator.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Hurts to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll get it down here at the 23. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another run with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were. But don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Walker on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On third down, here's Mills. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. It's a second down run with Sanders. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Pay attention.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hassan Reddick in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Going for it with Pierce. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing, Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Hurts. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. From the 29, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on fourth, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the first down on a fourth down play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Mills to throw it.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A first down throw for Mills.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
To throw, Mills. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Mills.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 25 on second down, Mills. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go on fourth down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Mills to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down and goal. Mills steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hurts. Quick slant complete to OBJ. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Philadelphia, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get a few.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
To try again after the sack.
Heineke.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here's Heineke.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
Ouch, you thought you had the... Defensive stand, roughing the passer, wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 6 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he goes out right around the 39. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Heineke steps away. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
A first down throw for Heineke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Heineke.
Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Heineke. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. They pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He gets it to Sims, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Heineke. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing. Heineke. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Heineke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Sly able to put this one through. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing is Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Heineke now. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Heineke. Dancing to it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Heineke again. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So we've come to halftime here in Philly.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 41, Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just got a little help from their defense, forcing the turnover. Now
Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it are extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Evades him at the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
First down, Heineke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with McKissick, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Robinson up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or 2 about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Fast footwork by Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And quickly they get to the line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Here's Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had a 3rd teammate who was able to get it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they'll run the option here with Hurts.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what
today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indiana.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 91 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Here's Ryan to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurts. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Eagles at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So they tried to fake, not something I was expecting to see on 4th and inches, and maybe that's the genius of it, but it didn't pan out.
I think you're right when we go along with that line of thinking, right? 4th and inches, no one would expect a fake if you're going for it right there. But if you're going to go and try and pick it up, why even bother faking it? Just keep your offense on the field, and I would think quarterback sneak in that situation.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, Taylor now. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Ryan. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Fighting. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the press. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Ryan on 1st down.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ryan. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And Ryan's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Ryan.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again is Ryan.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Open man is QT, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Taylor again.
Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this time he is in. Yes. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad.
And now before the ball changes hands, you're going to take a look at this just to make sure that... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they've fallen out of